are not burned out because you're a mom. You're burned out because of how modern life is set up for moms. If you are constantly exhausted, overwhelmed, snapping at your kids more than you want to, and secretly dreading your own life, that's not normal. It just feels normal. And I know because I have 3 kids, I homeschool, we live off grid, and my husband works away 3 weeks at a time, and I'm not burnt out. And it's not because I have less on my plate, but because I figured out what was actually draining me and changed it. Because it's not motherhood that's exhausting you, it's how we're living. So let's talk about what's really draining moms and how to fix it. And the first one is way more damaging than it sounds. We keep telling ourselves we're fine. We have normalized feeling terrible. I'm exhausted, but I'm fine. I'm overwhelmed, but it's fine. I just need to get through this season. But what if that season never ends? Because nothing is actually changing. If you are waking up tired, dragging yourself through the day, and collapsing at night with nothing left, that's not fine. That's your body asking for some serious help. For years, I dealt with migraines that would just completely wipe me out. I'm talking dark room, no light, no noise, just waiting for it to pass. Medication wouldn't do a thing. And I had a baby, I had responsibilities. Life was still happening. And in my mind, I just thought, this is my lot in life. This is just how it is for me. I'm fine. And then one day I had this thought, I'm really not fine at all. And I don't actually want to live like this. And I think I don't have to. So that was a moment for me that a lot started to change. Because the truth is, you cannot improve a situation that you refuse to acknowledge. Denial feels easier in the moment, but it keeps you stuck. And it can keep you stuck for years. And I see this all the time with moms. Like, we push through, we cope, we survive. But we don't stop and ask, why do I feel like this? And what on earth can I do about it? And when you finally ask that question, you start to notice kind of all the things that are influencing your decisions. In our modern day, we have really unrealistic expectations. And this is one of the biggest drains on your mental energy. You're not just living your life anymore, you're constantly measuring it to other people's. Because now we have access to everyone else's lives. We see perfect homes, very aesthetic kitchens and beautifully dressed children, homemade meals that look like they're from a magazine. And it creates this pressure in the back of your mind, whether you notice it or not. You kind of feel like, I want that. My house should feel like that. My kids should look like that. Woo! And there's nothing wrong with wanting those things, but the drain comes when you feel like you're failing until you achieve that. I used to watch interior design videos all the time, and I started to notice I had this running list of things in my head that I wanted to improve our home with, like new furniture and different decor and all these things I wanted to fix. I wasn't really thinking about how my home was perfectly functional and cozy. It just didn't feel like enough. I always wanted more. But when I slowed way down on consuming that content, nothing physically changed in my house, but mentally, everything shifted. I had space in my brain again, and I started noticing my home differently. I would rearrange things and use what I already had to make it better. And over time, it became more beautiful and in my own way. I wasn't trying to copy someone else's designs. And I didn't have that constant pressure to, keep up with trends or continue to change it. When your brain is constantly consuming, it never gets a real chance to rest, process, and appreciate what you already have. You're always chasing the next improvement, right? The next idea, the next standard. But when you step back from that, you create space for contentment, which is so nice. And contentment is something that modern life steals from us if we're not careful. And sometimes, along with recognizing these pressures through social media that we feel, we can also shift into a mindset that keeps us stuck even longer. And that is blaming everything else but ourselves. This one is uncomfortable, but it's really powerful because it feels really valid to say, I'm exhausted because of my kids, okay? Because I don't have time, because of my situation. And yes, those things absolutely play a role. But here's the problem: when everything is the reason, you lose your ability to change anything. You stay in a reactionary mode. You're waiting for things to get easier. You're waiting for a different season or for help. But your life doesn't actually change. For me, it was the realization of, I'm an adult. I'm a mom. No one is coming to fix my energy, my health, my home. If I don't figure this out and change something, I will keep living like this. And honestly, that was a little bit daunting, but also really exciting because it meant I could start small and actually create change. There will always be things you can't control, but there will always be things that you can adjust that will make a difference. Your habits, your routines, your mindset, your attitude, and small changes done consistently create completely different lives. So when I started doing that, I realized that the real issue wasn't just time or kids or circumstance. If this is resonating with you and you're realizing, okay, something actually needs to change, I have a free workshop where I walk you through how to rebuild your energy as a mom with really small, realistic habits. You don't need a complete life overhaul, just a starting point. And so that is linked in the description below for you. Now, this is the root of almost everything. Most modern moms are deeply depleted. Not lazy, not incapable, depleted. We grew up on processed foods. We rely on chemicals for everything. We are constantly overstimulated, and then when we do get a break, what do? We scroll, which doesn't actually provide any rest or restoration to your body or your soul. So it's not that your life is too much, it's that your body doesn't have the capacity to carry it. Like I said before, I have a very full life. I have 3 little kids, I homeschool, live off grid on a homestead, my husband is away more than half of the year, and I run a business on the side. And I hear this all the time. I don't know how you do it. How do you do all that, Erica? And the truth is, I couldn't do this if I felt like most moms feel. Exhausted, foggy, running on empty all the time. The difference isn't my life, it's how supported my body is within my life. When you fuel your body properly, when you prioritize good sleep, when you reduce the constant input, you create capacity. And capacity is the thing that will change everything for you. Motherhood stops feeling like this thing to survive and becomes something way more manageable and even enjoyable most of the time. And this doesn't just affect you. This is where it really hits because everything that you do flows into your kids. If you're constantly drained and irritable, they feel that and they're affected by that. If their days are filled with screens, everyday life is going to feel boring to them. If they're not nourished with the proper foods, they're going to struggle more. And no one talks about this enough, but one of the most exhausting things in the world has to be trying to parent kids who aren't well and healthy. More tantrums, more resistance, and more overwhelm for everyone. Now, this isn't about perfection, it's not about doing everything right, but small things matter way more than we think. Sometimes your child doesn't need discipline. They need more water. They need to sleep better, or they need better food. And the really beautiful part is that when you start changing your habits, they will come along with you. They'll feel better. They'll act better. And your home will feel like a place of peace. And that's how you slowly start to take your life back. Modern life is not going to slow down. It's not going to suddenly become easier. But you can choose how you live within it. You can choose habits that support you instead of drain you. And you don't have to change everything overnight. Start small, just start somewhere. Because those small changes can truly change everything for you, just like they did for me. So if you're not sure where to start, check out my free workshop. And if you want 21 simple ways to boost your energy, watch this video next.